Hey, it's me, LHMusic, and guess what? I hope you have a wonderful weekend as much as we all do. And guess what? Hate to break this to you, but there's some things you don't want to know. That is that last week the NPR fired Juan Williams for what? Making a controversial statement, a clear violation. Well, guess what? I've been told time and time again on my TimeFactor radio show on Premier Radio Networks and so was my television show on Fox Nickelodeon about this controversial. You know why? I'll tell you why. It really makes me mad. That's right. It makes me mad uh, about this getting civilized, or who knows? You just have to trust me about that. Anyways, I'll find out what it is on my final thoughts and time factor video commentary thoughts. So stay with us. Hit it.
It's a revolution. We will be heard.
It's time for another edition of my all new final closing time factor video commentary thoughts for October the 25th in the year 2010. And I'll take some time about you know who. About 8 or 9 minutes. Not 15 minutes, but don't, because tomorrow, it's to normal size at 15 minutes, if I could. Anyways, here it is. According to the Daily Caller, take for instance, last weekend, the headline quote from Juan Williams said, yesterday, NPR fired me for telling the truth. And the truth is that I worried when I get on an airplane and see people dressed up in garb that identifies them first and foremost as Muslims. Here's another one of your worst nightmares. NPR's decision, that's National Public Radio, this was decided that yesterday to fire Juan Williams is to stirring up considerable aimlessly toward the partly publicity funded news organization and writes so. And Williams' firing is as maddening as it's unjustifying. Oh gosh. But there's more to his life, to the story. And it says that others say that shouldn't go political groups. NPR is a liberal bastion with a clear agenda. Not just anyone receives grant from you know who. That's right, George Soros. It goes to the tune of $1.8 million. What? $1 million? Well, guess what? This is bias combined with one major First Amendment violation enough to pull the plug. Well, here's your worst nightmare. Two headlines that will flip your lids. My friend and long time Washington Post reporter, award-winning author of the Civil Rights Chronicle Eyes on the Prize and NPR analyst Juan Williams, is the latest victim of his own words, and also a Fox News contributor. Yes, got his contract. Wants to share his views on O'Reilly Factor last Monday evening, and that's why he's just trying to discussing content and why the firing of National Public Radio news analyst Juan Williams made his comments about Muslims. Well, left-wing billionaire wants to organize to get this money to the organization have reunite calls to end NPR's taxpayer subsides. Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind, George Soros? Well, This is gonna be worse. What has this left-wing idiot had to do with it? And his stupid money for the donations of his organization. Well, take this for instance. Get this. John Ward wrote this piece for the Daily Caller website, and I quote this: "In the waking of the fire of former NPR news analyst Juan Williams tried to overpublic the comments made as Muslims, and that's why Republican Senator Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says that he would support a bill that ends federal funding for public broadcasting outlets. And so is the growing chorus of Republican leaders in both chambers, along with John Boehner and Eric Cantor. For you know who, that's right, like Corporation for Public Broadcasting and National Endowment for the Arts. Now here's the evil subject, Shirley Sherrod. Remember last remember last 3 months ago that right wingers clipped a video of Sherrod to make her look like a racist? Oh god. Now it happened. Now what? It guess what? It happens again. This time left wingers have done the editing and clipping Juan Williams for commentary and finding him. Oh jeez. The New York Times has. This has been gone too far, and I don't like it. And it's got to stop. There's more, but oh no, they had to do it again with, and that's why Jen DeMint, Senator Jen DeMint of South Carolina, tried to act up on the callers by introducing the legislation on last Friday, to defund NPR as well as the Public Broadcasting Service (PBS). So this explains everything. Sarah Palin and Mike Huckabee were among the first called to defunding the Broadcasting Pub Network, and Williams got himself on a roll last Friday on Fox and Friends, saying that Congress should defund his employer. Well, so who is behind all this mess, my conservative friends? You guessed it, NPR Vivian Schiller, and lo and behold, the entire you know who. That's right. Juan Williams firing blew up the 24 hours, past 24 hours. Now, yesterday on Fox News Sunday, and Juan had a made Juan made a big, huge statement about his firing over a comment about Muslims to censorship, and adding was despicable, and all that, and interview that touched off the controversial. Well, now what happens next? NPR become the target of the congressional Republicans since the firing, and you know, Eric Cantor said last Friday that he's going to include NPR's federal funding that into a contest to let Americans vote. So the moral of the story uh, is that, and I quote, from Juan Williams, Americans feel, that there is nothing wrong in telling someone how you feel, and then to be punished. For that is unfair, and it amounts to censorship. And it's important that the people be able to talk to each other across the political lines. And that's why somehow, how was unstable and it was despicable. As for you, Vivian, and so is NPR and George Soros, haven't you no shame? Haven't you no decency? Why can't you just pick somebody your size? Seriously, why can't you just pick somebody your own size? And guess what? You should be ashamed of yourself. That's right. You should be ashamed of yourself. And you should apologize. Why, why can't you just hit the road and don't come back before I make myself disperse? So, get lost. Get, get the picture. You get the message? Enough said. Anyways, I'll post this on Facebook.com and you get it um, afterwards. So trust me about that. And my final closing time factor thoughts, you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, you can go online at LHMusicTimeFactor.weebly.com, and I'll post it on my video commentary thoughts website at finalclosingtimefactorthoughts.weebly.com. Com. So it's Blogspot as far as we concerned. You just have to trust me about that. And why is that? Because whatsoever. And trust me about that. Anyways, we're almost out of time. And and don't forget, we got 8 weeks. That means 8 weeks. That's right, 8 weeks for November 2nd. And Democrats and liberals, you better get ready because you're gonna get what you deserve. Trust me about that. Anyways, like I said, I'll post my final closing time factor thoughts at facebook.com/LHMusicTime as well as twitter.com/LHMusicTime. Guess what? I gotta go. I gotta get to work. And I'll be back tomorrow for another edition of my final closing time factor video commentary thoughts. We will be the key for the conservative answers. LH Music signing off, and I'm out the door. Bye bye for now. Go with God's blessings.